Little Wolf Creek Road. It goes from Wolf Creek to Lincoln, Montana, all in the forest. Some of the, I think Onyx said it's a 4 or a 5. We have no idea, but we don't think so. We think we'd hear of it if it was a 4 or 5 from other sources as being a true hard 4-wheel drive road, but thus far I'd take my Subaru on it. Wait, Catherine, is it pretty up here?
Yep.
It's nice and cool and a little bit of muddy.
And sun. Watching this video, shoe material means if he scares me on a Jeep trail, I get shoes. And I don't know why I didn't think of that the first 25 years of our marriage, because I was scared a lot on Jeep trails. Now I get scared a lot less, but I was like, okay, if you scare me while I'm on vacation, I get shoes.
What are you looking for?
Sasquatch. Can't you see Sasquatch living down there? I mean, I can totally see it. A bunch of them sitting around cooking rabbit.
Cooking?
Yeah, on a fire, because they're smart. Obviously, they've been eluding us all this time.
Little Wolf Creek Road kind of runs through some residential cabin areas and such, and as you go further and further back, as you approach the Forest Service, the road gets narrower and has more bumps and puddles and such in it. But really, until you cross the creek, I wouldn't say you'd even need four-wheel drive. The creek crossing, all and everything beyond that, I believe is doable in a stock 4x4. I would rate the trail probably a 3. That's not to say there isn't a couple of challenging places, and I would love to have shown them to you, except for, due to a mistake on our part, the cameras were shut off and we got no footage of the last half of the trail until we realized the camera wasn't recording. So, makes this a short video, but we'll talk a little more here at the end.
When I stop and think, I'm treasured by the King, the maker of everything. I can only stand and praise. And when I feel His love, His presence wonderful, His strong right hand surrounding me, I can only stand and praise my amazing God, amazing God, amazing God.
Once you get past the harder dirt roads, you get into regular gravel roads where all of a sudden you feel like you're on a superhighway. This whole area here is covered with mines and mines and mines and mines and mines. They're all over the map. There's even signs posted about all of them. Roads going every which direction to mines. So this was quite a... There's some active mines here still, so kind of a neat little area. About 15 minutes from our destination, which is Lincoln, so we kind of went from Wolf Creek over the top of the mountains and around a little bit, explored a couple of the side ones, and on our way to
One
Lincoln.
of the things with my YouTube channel, and I thank you for watching and I thank you for joining in, is you have to realize I'm still having fun. So the most important thing to me when I'm doing a trail isn't what I stop and film. I just kind of let cameras go and take a few pictures here and there and run up the drone now and then just to be able to give people a picture of what a trail is like. I'm not trying to produce a movie quality sort of experience for you. I think it's just really helpful to have a good idea of what a trail has on it that might be difficult. When I said there were some tough spots on the trail, we did have one of our vehicles not aired down for the vehicle, and when we got to some rock ledges, she was unable to crawl them without using a locker and a little bit of horsepower, which just kind of tells you that in a stock four-wheel drive, you're going to be able to crawl it if you have some air let out and you have good tires. I think when a 3 means you should have four-wheel drive and you should have good tires and possibly let some air out of those tires for traction. There was one kind of sketchy washout where, again, we didn't get any video footage of it because we thought we were recording it, where you had a significant drop on your left side. That kind of left a tire hanging over the edge a little bit. All of this is to say the trail is a true Jeep trail once you get into it. The end of this video you see us driving, which is a scenic route right off of Highway 200 that takes you through a bunch of old mine sites. There are a lot of mines in this area. Overall, I'd say that you could drive the whole trail up to the top and view some of the mines and stuff in about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours would give you enough time. Beautiful trip from Wolf Creek over to Lincoln on dirt roads in the forest, and not terribly difficult or challenging to any 4x4.
I am